Tony, what events did you run today?
I ran 1500 meters today. I was trying to get some speed for my 5K on Friday at Mount Sac. I did 3:45:44, which I think is quite impressive for a 10K 5K runner. I am ready to run well on Friday.
What types of things did you learn from this shorter 1500 meters that you're going to apply to your 5K time?
One thing, the pacing in this 1500 meters is a little faster than the pace I'll be taking at the 5K. I was running 59:60. In the 5K, I'll be running 64, 65, 63. It will be less, it will be more comfortable. So it was good that I at least did this. I've opened my chest now. So 63, 64, 65 will be less challenging during the race in the 5K.
So would you suggest this as part of someone's training plan? Let's say you're a half marathon or a marathon runner, to go ahead and run a 5K or 10K at a quicker pace?
Yes, it helps a lot in pacing. If you're training for a marathon or a half marathon, it helps a lot to get some 10K or a 5K. Do it. That quicker turnover will help you feel better in the marathon race, give you some quicker turnover, so that when you settle in your marathon pace during the marathon, it won't feel fast because the body is used to the 5K or 10K pace. So it is very recommended.
And so, as an elite distance runner, what types of things do you take away after a race? How does running in a race as an elite runner mentally differ from running a race as like a more pedestrian amateur runner?
I would say as an elite runner, the pressure on you is a little more than a pedestrian runner because you have set a certain standard. And every time you step on the field, you are expected to live to or beyond that standard. So the pressure is there to run well, to do well. And the pressure may not necessarily be from outside. It might come from within yourself. You have set a standard for yourself. You always want to surpass it. So you force yourself to work hard and push yourself a little more.
And we're here today at the Drake Stadium at UCLA. You probably raced at about 5,000 people here today. What types of things do you do to calm yourself and prepare for racing in front of a big crowd?
Usually before the race, I try to visualize myself racing. When I'm doing warm-up, I'm thinking about the crowd, I'm thinking about who has come to watch me run, I'm thinking about my coach, the pace he has given me, all those kind of things. But as soon as I step on the line, on the track, ready to go on the line, I forget about whoever, I forget about my coach, I forget about who has come to watch me, and just focus on the race. All the people I see are the people I'm racing with. All the people I think about are the people immediately within who are going to participate in the race. I'll be checking who is in, who I know, who I don't know, and how they're looking. That's all I do. I don't think about the crowd. I don't think about my coach. I don't think about my friends who have come to cheer for me. Now I am zoomed in the race completely.
Awesome. So what's one thing you learned from this race that you're going to carry over into the Mount Sac race on Friday?
I would say I may need to do maybe one long run to get me a little lighter. And because my leg was a little heavy at the beginning, I felt great towards the end, but at the beginning I didn't have that turnover. And maybe I will have to warm up a little more at Mount Sac, because today, when the race started, I felt as though I wasn't ready to take off. So I was heavy-legged a little bit, so I will have to do maybe 5 more minutes of warm-up.
Yeah. And so you said at Mount Sac you're going to try to go for a 5K sub 13:30. Yeah. Will that take you to a World Championship qualifying time?
No, that won't take me to World Championship. That should set me well for the 10K at Stanford. For the World Championship 5K, I will try to use the high-performance meet at Occidental College later in May to try to get that standard. But that 13 sub 13:30 will set me well for my 10K at Stanford on May 4th.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So even like an elite runner, you have, building blocks in your training that you're working towards.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Tony, and best of luck to you this coming week at Mount Sac. Be sure to check him out Friday night in the 5,000 meters.